Hi there. So, performance anxiety is something that affects most people at one time or another. Feeling nervous before an event is a natural thing, but it's when they start to impact your work or your social life or your career, that's when you need to do something about it. So, if we're about to do something that creates nerves for us, it might be a presentation or an activity, maybe a sporting event, and we get those nerves. Sometimes this can be really helpful. Little kick of adrenaline to get us really sharp, remembering what we're doing, feeling really in the moment. It can be really, really helpful. But if it starts to take over with our mind going blank and feelings of panic, this is where it isn't so helpful. This is where the fight or flight mechanism is coming into play. So the stress levels in the body have gone too high. And this is the reaction the body does. It thinks we're in danger. It thinks it needs to do what it needs to do to get us out of there, which is, of course, not very helpful. So we don't want to get out of there. We want to get on with the job and do it well. So if we do get this panicky feeling, we may get all those physical symptoms like a dry mouth and a fast heart rate, feeling a bit sweaty and a funny feeling in your stomach. It may also cause a tight throat. We may have trouble speaking properly. If this happens before the performance, in the days before, then we may feel a feeling of dread. We may not be able to sleep because we're so worried. We may not eat properly. We may not feel that we can relax at all. For some people, things like deep breathing exercises and doing that visualization where you're seeing things go positively for yourself can be really, really helpful. Therapy is sometimes necessary to help people who are particularly anxious about things. We can get the brain in a different setting, releasing the anxiety and tension that's caused by the thought of the performance and getting the brain into a more positive setting. This is particularly useful if we've had a previous negative experience where things haven't gone very well and we're left with those feelings of failure or humiliation. We can't get those out of our head. That's all our focus is. And it gives a total fear to the upcoming performance. If you already have anxiety or social anxiety, then you're already starting off with a heightened nervous system. So stepping it up to do a performance could exacerbate your symptoms, make it seem impossible to do something. So it can be like things become a self-fulfilling prophecy. It turns out not being how we want it to be, just because of all the fear hormones that are circulating in our body, meaning that we can't think straight, we can't talk properly, we can't focus on the thing that we're trying to do here. So this can be repeated time and time again then. So we get more and more fearful each time we approach the activity or the performance that we want to do. And this can really knock self-esteem and confidence, create a lot of avoidance. We can do all those things to prepare, make sure we're in a good place, such as making sure that we're drinking enough water or eating well, doing our deep breathing exercises, perhaps decreasing our caffeine intake or alcohol intake. All of these things can help. But sometimes therapy is required to clear the brain of the negative incidents so that we can then really get focused on a positive outcome. Hi, this is Tina from Action on Anxiety. I'll see you again soon.